Look at this little tittle. This little tittle. She's so happy. So happy. Hmm? Look at this little tittle. Hey, Toffee. You. Toffee. Toffee baby. Huh? We got the tittles. I made this video. You know. Like, sometimes when you're like, just like, man, I want to. Have you ever just wanted to, like, do you understand? You might understand what it's like when you're like, niggas. Like, niggas. Like, motherfucking niggas. You know? You know what it's not, it has nothing to do with like black people. It has nothing to do with even what the standard meaning of the word means. And I even get offended when fucking niggas use the word faggot. But it's okay, like it's cool. It's a word, and that's ultimately my responsibility to choose how I emotionally decide to respond to words. And everyone knows that. That's why there's like things like idioms, common sayings like sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. I mean, you're supposed to be able to have that, like, sort of basically like understood. And but the whole world, the reason why I try to understand when I need to say and feel that way. It's like the whole world is fucking bunch of niggas. And it's it's not the black people who are like those little lily pad floaters out in the ocean chilling with the dolphins. I'm not referring to a black person or the white person doing that. In fact, these white surfers are. I met a white surfer who was a motherfucking nigga. A motherfucking nigga. And I was a motherfucking nigga the other day. I hijacked a wetsuit. I found one that was discarded and left and clearly forgotten. And I was like, dude, I can't afford a wetsuit. This is a really nice wetsuit. Am I supposed to just leave this here? I know someone else is going to take this and steal this. It's like a $300 wetsuit. And so I fucking went nigga on the world, and I hijacked that motherfucking wetsuit. And it's a nice ass wetsuit. I couldn't afford it. And the reason why that term is like, like black people got kind of like moved, I guess, in some sort of ships or boats or something. Or I guess the black people used to run the world in certain regions. But I don't know. I mean, we'll just say biggers, okay? Liggers. We could say anything you want. Wiggers. We could do whatever, however you would like it. But there's like a general cultural comprehension that black people were like shipped the fuck around in boats and like enslaved and then beaten and killed in parts of this territory and land. The natives, the dark skinned people, like they're all basically like what would be considered nigger. And supposedly, like there's a tenacity and a little dirty fight, like when you get fucking dogged the fuck down for so long and you get fucking dogged the fuck, like you get fucking beat by a fucking master a little too much, you fucking turn yourself into a motherfucking nigga. And you fucking start getting some wetsuits from Tesla Boy. And you go fucking nigga. It's not bad or good necessarily, just like to be a fucking fag. You can be a dangerous ass fucking bitch. You can be a fucking dangerous faggot. You don't even fucking know. Like these boys running with long hair and a bikini, and they move more like a woman than any woman I've seen. Just the amount of joy and pleasure in that faggotry on the beach, and just the physical freedom, and just like you can be a real fucking dangerous motherfucking faggot. You could be a real fucking dangerous fucking faggot up on the beach. Just the way you fucking got your haunches, you know, moving on your motherfucking, and you real fucking dangerous, and you're in the air and you got your hair and you got your little bikini and your booty out, and you could be a dangerous ass motherfucking faggot. They don't even know what sucked and trapped them in. And then you could be a true lioness and princess little kitten, which is hiding the fierceness and ferocity of, you know, of you as a standard woman, as a standard woman. And you don't need necessarily a label. The as a standard woman, you could just be, you don't even got a goddamn motherfucker. Some of these women, they don't even say nothing. They don't even say nothing. They just got their head down. They're going. They're piling. They're going. They working. They got shit to get done. You know? And you could be a guy like that too. Or you could be very verbal and communicative and expressive and utilize words like I'm using. And so you can balance things out. You can make things, really jagged and pointed in usage of words. You can make things very, very dull and um, blunt, forced. It's just horrible when you meet someone who refuses to use words at a proper time and a proper place. And they could be good or bad either way. Sometimes you gotta speak up, and sometimes you gotta not speak up. And so, balance things out. Sometimes you could be a motherfucking nigga. Sometimes when you're being a nigga, you're being a faggot. And sometimes when you're being a faggot nigger, you're actually none of those things, and you don't fit into any of those categories. And there's no actual word that could literally describe you and what your state is and your actions. And so people try to circumlocute or circumlocution, and then they attempt to try to describe you with those particular words, even if they don't necessarily, because there's nothing to describe you. That's right, Coffee. You give them the look. You give them the look. Give them the look, Coffee. Do you know your name, Coffee? This poor cat got her damn teeth knocked out her fucking head. Got her motherfucking teeth knocked out her fucking motherfucking head. I never had a cat that got knocked her goddamn teeth out her fucking head. But you know what? That's that. So, yeah, it is what it is. There's good and bad days. And sometimes it's just best to just go silent for a little. Just kind of like, what else are you supposed to do? Mm-hmm.